Introverts are often the most misunderstood members of social groups. There is an air of suspicion that surrounds them on account of their quiet nature. It can be seen as inability to communicate, being socially awkward, or even a lack of confidence. But there is a great joy to had in being an introvert. And what's more, there are more subtypes of introversion that you might imagine. Introverts aren't just the quiet ones at the dinner table. There are four different types of introverts. Social introverts. This kind of man is not necessarily shy, but they prioritize alone time or streamline the social interactions. Social introverts prefer small groups and quiet settings over the crowds. They tend to enjoy intimate gatherings above big parties or one on one coffee catch ups rather than brunches with a large group. Well, the second most important type is the thinking introverts, often called daydreamers. Thinking introverts spend a generous amount of their time in their thoughts and tend to have creative imaginations. They love hypotenizing, creating ideas, and storytelling to the extent that it dominates much of their mental space, thus deprioritizing the other people as an unintended effort. Because of their high introspective trait, they might come across as aloof when they are really just processing the situation. Anxious introvert. An anxious introvert can feel genuinely unsettled in social gatherings and even when alone. An anxious introvert might genuinely suffer from social anxiety or a related anxiety disorder, but even if this is the case, these people do possess a great strength and power. The anxious introvert sensitivity can actually be powerfully helpful in creating the subgroups in social gatherings that even out the general tempo. Like if an anxious introvert may form a quieter group outside during a busy social gathering. Restrained introverts. Restrained introverts simply doesn't show their cards up front and is really guarded at first. But once you get to know them, they're happy to play open hands. Until popping off that protective shell, though, a restrained introverts can be a truly grounding force among their peers. The restrained introverts often add an element of the common sense to discussion and activities. Their general high level of reserve lends itself to balance the often ambitious natures of the true extroverts. I hope you will like this video and must comment that which type of introvert you are.